Well, as the season dwindles down, we've always talked about this Bourne bullpen and how much fear they strike into their opponents, and this is the man behind the magic. Jordan Tabakman, the pitching coach for this Braves staff, in his third year here as well. Jordan, you've worked with a lot of pitchers this season, and a lot of talent from all over the country as well, and Zach Hess, Brian Eichhorn, I mean, the list goes on and on. What's it been like working with Hess specifically, though, an LSU pitcher that made it to the College World Series and can really put the fear in batters?
It's been a pretty cool learning experience from Hess. I mean, he's an absolute workhorse. He's got a routine down to a T every single day, and he uses his off days as ways to get better when he's not pitching in games. So he's just a lot of fun to watch, and I learned a lot from Zach. And he was a coachable guy. He was really he's really into it, but flexible with his with how he went about things, and it was pretty cool to see.
Talking about the relievers, P.J. Poulin and Ryan Feltner have really made an impact out of the pen, coming in those later innings and stuff. What do you tell your guys when they're coming into that later inning situation where they just have to, set down the batters?
Just working ahead. I mean, when they work ahead, they have pretty electric stuff, and 0-1 counts versus 1-0 counts put them in just really good situations. And with their off speed, I mean, it's wipeout stuff. And when they're able to get to 2 strikes early in the count, they're able to get put guys down.
I want to talk about Simpler for a second. We noticed a different kind of pickoff move with him, where he kind of arches his back and then looks straight at the guy on first. Is that something that you've taught him, or is that something that he's pretty much brought onto this staff?
I think Sim's been doing that for a while, at least in his career, and I've never seen it before. And I watched him do it in the bullpen to practice it, and I was like, whoa, what is that? But he seems to throw runners off, and I think he can use it to his advantage on sometimes going over the first time he does it. Sometimes he just goes back and forth. So it's pretty wild, but I don't mind it at all.
Is there something with this bullpen that people really don't know about, and how effective is it that these guys can come into these games, set down hitters, and if there's a lead, they can take it all the way?
It's a real confident group. They mesh real well together, and they all just want to do well for the team. And there's no selfish guys on the staff, and they execute the approach that we set out for before the game, and they just are having a lot of fun. And it's a really great group to work with.
You've kind of already mentioned this, but if you were to leave these guys with one piece of advice at the end of the season, what would it be?
Just kind of keep doing what they're doing. I think they all found what's been working for them this summer, and I just want them to take off with it. A lot of guys' confidence level has skyrocketed from the first pitch of the summer to now, and if they can just keep doing what they're doing and not look too far ahead, but just stay in the moment, I think they're gonna go far in their career.
Awesome, Jordan. Well, thank you for coming on the pregame show. The Braves take on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks here at McKeon Park. Game time is set for 6 p.m. We'll see you then.